So today I've just made my way down to one of my favourite rock ledges inside our Port Phillip Bay, trying to target our winter pinkies. It is a very calm day on the water today. We've just got a very light northerly winds. It is just after sunset time, so it's around 7 o'clock at the moment, and we do have our high tide at 10 o'clock, so I've got a 3-hour run in before that tide change, so hopefully we should start to see some action here. That being said, let me just get my combo ready and I'll show you exactly what I'm running. Alright guys, so the combo I'm using today is my 2.5k Certate running a Tasline PE1, which is 16 lb, paired with a 12 lb Daiwa Soltiga leader, running a 3-inch paddle tail 1/4 jig head. And the rod I've paired that with for today is my Draga 9'4" PE 1-2. So definitely a very good setup in terms of lightweight and cast capability. So paired with that light northerly winds, I think we should be able to get this very light jig head pretty far out, which we definitely can. Yep, and just like that, we are on to our first fish. That was literally like 4th or 5th cast. Just a nice little pinky. I'll turn up the flash a little bit on the light. Yeah, very consistent small head shakes. So you can definitely tell he's just a small fella. Let's see what he is. Pretty confident it should be a little pinky. There we go. Let's put this rod down for a moment. Take a look at that. This was literally 4th or 5th cast, so we were on straight away. Potentially 28, but definitely too small to take home. So we'll send this guy back. But definitely a good start to the night, that's for sure. We've just got a little bit of light rains at the moment, and considering I got that first pinky within 4 to 5 casts, it's definitely looking good. Because like I said, it is about 7 o'clock at the moment, and we do have that high tide at 10, so in about another 2.5 hours or so, the action should start to pick up as well. All right lads, let's give this angle a shot on the tripod. So I'll just run you through pretty much how I'm working this lure. It is a soft plastic with a 1/4 jig head, which is slightly heavier than I would usually run for pinkies, but it's gonna have to be an exception for today because I am trying to get as much distance as possible. Usually I run a 1/6 jig head for pinkies, which is about 5 grams. This one here is about 7 or 8 grams, 1/4. So I definitely have to work it a little bit quicker, just so we don't get snagged on the bottom. But when I'm fishing here, as long as I can get a bit more distance, I'm happy to work that lure a bit quicker, because there is a nice little drop off pretty much where I'm casting, like where the lure is landing. So as long as I can keep in that area as long as possible, I should be able to get the most bites from further out rather than in close. And along with that light northerly, it definitely does help getting that plastic out as far as I possibly can. So yep, there we go. Another pinky on. So that was about, I'd say 50 minutes or so before the previous one. There's just another small guy. Consistent small head shakes. Here he is. I reckon let's go this way here and we'll swing him to the right. Bring him up. Here we go. This little guy here has definitely swallowed that entire plastic. Oh wow. I reckon that tail is literally in his gut. Look at that. That was that far down. But there we have it. The second pinky for tonight. Only a small guy, but very nice. And off he goes. He was keen to get back. With that high tide coming in, hopefully it should start picking up. I'll just cast where I did before, and then we'll see if they're coming in schools or if it's just one by one. So with that pinky there, I gave it the hops, 3-4 hops, and I was waiting around 5 to 6 seconds, and then when I went to give it my next set of hops, he was literally already on. So like I said, they always, or almost all the time, hit it on the drop. The weather is absolutely pissing down rain at the moment. I don't even know if I can fish this. The wind's picked up pretty crazy. So was the rain. This is bad. I need shelter. Come on. Oh, nearly had it. That was a good strike. They're definitely out there. I think it could be just the smaller ones having a go at it. Let's take a look, make sure that the tail's not been eaten off. Yeah, still intact, which is good. So as soon as those light rains, well, light to moderate rains stopped, I started getting a few hits, which is good. But no bigger models just yet. So we'll keep trying for a bit. I think I'm getting some hits here. Come on, eat it, eat it, eat it. Yep, we're on. Oh, he might be a better one. Oh, he came off. Are you serious? That was definitely decent. I have got a bit of tension on there. That wasn't too far out either. Couple of hops and my lure came straight out. But they're definitely here. Getting some hits. Yep, come on. Yep, there we go. Fish on. There we go. That's a bit of a better fish. Very nice. After, what was it, 2 hits, we finally got the third one. I swear these little pinkies on that light setup, they do some decent head shakes. Nice. I've got fairly decent drag too. I'll bring him up now. There he is. Alright, he should definitely be a size pinky. Put him up here. Oh, nearly lost him there. There we go, he's a better pinky. Put the rod down for a moment. Hopefully he can settle down a touch. Last thing I want is a hook in my finger. My hands are frozen, I can't even grip it. I'm trying to yank it out. Alright, there we go. So he's definitely on the bigger side compared to what we've been catching today. I'll probably put him at maybe 30, 32. Definitely a nice little pinky. But we're not keeping any today. So we'll send this guy back as well. Off he goes. they're starting to get a lot more active with that high tide. So it's about 9:20 at the moment. I've been here for just over 2 hours. High tide's in another 45-50 minutes or so. And we've started getting all those hits. We just got this guy too. So I'm hoping the closer we get to that high tide, the more action we should have. We're getting some hits again. We are getting hits. Yep, there we go, we are on. There's our fourth for tonight. Another small guy. So I think they're definitely starting to turn on now, which is good. About an hour before that high tide. Is he a pinky? Because he was going nuts before. Yeah, he is. There we go. Once again, that lure just completely inhaled. Look at that, in his gob. Definitely on the smaller side, but definitely a beautiful fish. Look at the colors on him. We won't keep him out of the water for too long, so we'll send him back. Off he goes. There we go. Oh, he's come off. That was a good strike too. Alright lads, so unfortunately I did get snagged with my paddle tail. So I've just got this one lying around. It is a bit of an older lure that I've had in the box for a while. So I thought I'll just chuck this guy on as well, put a bit of scent on him. He's definitely a very good looking lure, so I'm hoping it should hook up to something decent. So we'll give this guy a try as well, because I'm pretty confident as of right now the fish is pretty active. So they are on the chew definitely. The way I pretty much work this lure is very similar to the paddle tail. It's just smaller hops and slower winds, so it's a bit more of a consistent retrieve. Small hops, small retrieves all the way through. Alright lads, so unfortunately I forgot to press record. Well, I press it, but it just didn't start recording. So we've got that squid lure right in his gob. Take a look at that. Perfect hookup. Pop that out. So there you have it. The squid lure definitely works just as well as the paddle tail. So another good sized pinky for winter, definitely. But like I said, we're not keeping any tonight, so we'll send this guy back as well. Happy days. Off he goes. I think I might be getting a hit straight away. Yep, there we go. Oh, he's come off. That was definitely a solid strike though. That was on the first drop. So I casted it, waiting for it to sink, and he was on straight away. Getting some hits again. Come on, eat it, eat it. They're definitely out there, but they're in the distance. It's all in that first 10 to 15 seconds when that lure hits the water. Come on, yep, there we go. Another pinky on. Oof, nice head shakes. I love the way they fly here. It's just non-stop crazy head shakes. Should just be in front of us now. Yeah, a few meters out. we'll bring him in close. And then up we come. Beautiful. Another nice pinky. This one I think might be the biggest for tonight, to be honest. Let's get that hook out of him. Yeah, look at that. He's definitely the biggest for tonight. If you can stop twitching for a moment. Come on. He's probably pushing about maybe 34, I'd say. Very decent pinky, very nice and healthy as well. There's those colourful juvenile blue dots. Very healthy fish. We'll send him back too. Off he goes. The Nomad Live Ops definitely working some magic tonight. So it's currently about 20 minutes past 10, which is just past the top of the high tide. So definitely a very good bite window. And we can definitely tell with the amount of hookups we've been having in the last 1 hour compared to when we got here at 7 o'clock. So definitely that tide change 1 hour before. And hopefully the 1 hour after should provide us a couple more decent pinkies. So hopefully this rain doesn't pick back up, because it was raining pretty heavy around maybe I'd say 8 to 8:30, and the weather just cooled down something hectic. This is not looking good, boys. The rain is starting to come down heavy. They're definitely still here, so I don't really want to leave them while they're on the chew. But it's not worth getting sick over, so. Alright lads, this is going to be the last cast, because I am absolutely freezing. If we get one, we get one. I got a couple hits before, so they're definitely still out there, but I cannot feel my fingers. Alright lads. There is our lure back. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Definitely had a cracker session today. What did we land? Was it like 6, 7 or 8? Something like that. So definitely had a good session. Tried out a couple different lures. Every single lure was definitely catching something. A couple on the smaller side, but yeah, it is what it is. It's better than not catching nothing. I reckon we wrap it up and we get out of here. Alright lads, so that is pretty much a wrap for tonight's session. Definitely had a good one. So we did get onto a couple pinkies, trying out some different lures. So I did pretty much get fully set up around 7:30. It's currently around 10:30, so pretty decent session for winter, considering it was only a 3-hour session. That being said lads, I hope you all enjoyed. If you are new to the channel, smash that subscribe button and hit that like if you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.